Have you ever seen a Navy SEAL make a joke and instantly realize it was a mistake? What if one careless question was enough to expose a truth so powerful that an entire room of elite operators fell silent? Because tonight, you're about to witness what happens when a SEAL asks a woman her rank as a joke, and a Special Forces commander salutes her first. Stay until the end. This isn't just a story about rank. It's about respect and power you never see coming. The bar didn't advertise itself. No sign, no neon lights. It existed because people needed it to exist. Just beyond the outer security fence of the base, it sat in a gray zone, close enough to feel familiar, far enough to escape regulation. Inside those walls, rank dissolved, titles disappeared. Men and women who lived under strict chains of command came here to breathe. That was the rule. No salutes, no introductions, no questions. The air inside smelled of old wood, black coffee, and conversations that would never be repeated. The lighting was low, not for atmosphere, but because bright rooms made people nervous. That night, most of the bar was occupied by Navy SEALs. They didn't wear uniforms. They didn't need to. Their presence was obvious in the way they sat, backs against walls, eyes always moving, voices kept low even when laughing. These were men who trusted instinct more than comfort. And then she walked in. No announcement, no hesitation. She stepped inside as if she already knew the room. Plain jacket, dark jeans, boots scuffed by use, not style. Hair pulled back tight, exposing a face that showed neither softness nor hardness, only control. She didn't scan the room like someone trying to understand it. She already had. She chose the far end of the bar, where she could see both exits without turning her head. And she sat down, alone. The bartender noticed immediately, not because she was unusual, but because she wasn't. Most civilians fidgeted, checked their phones, relaxed too much. She didn't. Her posture was balanced, ready. Her hands rested loosely, never clenched. Her eyes reflected light, not emotion. Without moving her head, she tracked motion. That was when a SEAL noticed. The SEAL was young, but not inexperienced. Multiple deployments, clean record, a reputation for being sharp under pressure. He had learned one dangerous lesson early. Nothing surprises me anymore. He leaned toward his teammate and nodded subtly towards the woman. "She's not military," he said quietly. The teammate glanced once, then looked away. "What makes you think that?" "Because no trained operator sits that still unless they're trying too hard." They watched her for a moment. "She doesn't belong here," the teammate said. When the woman stood to order, the SEAL turned slightly toward her. His smile was casual, unthreatening. "So," he said lightly, "what's your rank?" A few SEALs chuckled. It wasn't meant to be cruel, just a reminder. She turned slowly. Her eyes met his. "No rank," she said. The SEAL smiled wider. "Civilian, then?" She didn't answer. She paid for her drink. And in that moment, he dismissed her completely. That was when the door opened. The door didn't slam. It didn't need to. The change in the room was instant. Sentences stopped mid-talk. Glasses froze halfway to lips. Even the bartender straightened. A Special Forces commander stepped inside. No entourage, no ceremony, just presence. The kind that came from decades of responsibility, of sending others into danger and carrying the weight long after. He scanned the room once, then his gaze locked onto her. His spine straightened. Without hesitation, he snapped to attention, and saluted. Perfect form, absolute precision. "Ma'am." The silence was crushing. Several SEALs stood instinctively, unsure why. The SEAL who joked earlier felt something tighten in his chest. Commanders did not salute first. She turned and returned the salute, effortless, controlled, unquestionable, not practiced, natural. The SEAL swallowed. "Sir?" he whispered. "Who is she?" The commander didn't turn. "She's the reason half of you are alive." The words hit like a physical blow. She ran operations you'll never read about. She planned missions that don't officially exist. And before she retired, she outranked everyone in this room. The SEAL felt heat rise to his face. She stepped forward and placed something small on the bar. A worn insignia. No shine, no decoration. Just history. "No rank," she said quietly. "Because real authority doesn't need to be worn." She looked directly at the SEAL. "You asked my rank as a joke," she continued. "But rank isn't power." She paused. "Responsibility is." The commander spoke again. She was there before doctrine had names, before failures were written down. She built systems from mistakes. Images flashed through the SEAL's mind, missions that had gone right against impossible odds. "She buried people whose names you'll never know," the commander said, "and she carried those names alone." The room felt heavier. She gave orders knowing she'd never get credit, and accepted blame she didn't deserve. The woman picked up her drink. "I didn't come here to be recognized," she said calmly. "I came to remember why I left." She turned toward the door. Before leaving, she stopped beside the SEAL. Her voice wasn't angry. It was precise. "Next time," she said softly, "don't measure people by what you can see." Then she walked out. The commander followed. The door closed behind them. The bar stayed silent. No jokes, no laughter. Only understanding. Because that night, a Navy SEAL learned something they don't teach in training. The strongest people don't ask for respect. They command it long before anyone knows who they are.